Welcome. You're listening to the I'm Wired to Inspire podcast, creatively engineered by Nicole, the inspiration specialist. I'm Wired to Inspire is a powerfully packed podcast filled with inspiration and encouragement to get you through your day. It's designed to inspire you to live your authentic purpose. Now, stay tuned for your host, Nicole, the inspiration specialist, on today's episode of I'm Wired to Inspire.
Hey everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today on my podcast. If you have not listened to Wednesday and Thursday, stop this now. Go and listen to those and listen to them in order. The first one for Wednesday is called Everything Right. And I talk about what happened when I was robbed last week. And then listen to yesterday's What Do You See? That is about the whole, debacle with the Saints game, but I go in depth. So if you're not a football fan, you don't like the NFL, please still listen because it's about a deeper message than that. Which brings me to today. I talked about what do you see? So basically I was posing a question. If you get robbed of something, if you put your effort, your energy into something, or even like in my case, somebody snatch your purse or do whatever, what is it that you see when you look at God at that point? So let's go back, and I'm going to go back to the day that it happened to me, okay? I remember leaving and getting in the car, going home, hand to God. I was frustrated, I'm not going to lie. But I straight up told God, I said, you know what? I know things are different with me, Lord, because my first thought is that I still think you in this. Hand to God. The old Robin, I wouldn't have did that. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. But on this day, this is why I am so excited to share this episode with you, because it's pure and it is truly what I went through and what I did. I literally got home and I dropped a couple of tears and I was like, God, you know what? I feel you. And then, y'all, I just switched my whole language. I said, you know what, devil? Not today. Not today, dog. It ain't happening. It ain't happening, partner. And I straight up said, I'm going to have a praise party. I'm about to listen to my praise music. And I'm about to worship God. And I told the Lord, I said, thank you for keeping me safe. This was not to my detriment. This was not something so horrible that I can't recover. It was extremely lightweight. People have gone through tremendously worse. Y'all, I just changed my whole attitude. Now, mind you, this dude took all my money, my driver's license, all my insurance cards, all my credit cards, debit card. I had nothing left. And guess what else too? I had my Social Security card in there because I was supposed to put it in my, not put it in my wallet. And I had it for something else and never took it out. So that was literally like, boom, like whatever. So when I got in, after I did that, I sent out a message to my prayer partners and I told them what happened. And we all just started praying. Okay. Everybody just started praying. And, I know what I was praying for. And I was just like, y'all, you see when something like that happens, and y'all know, like if you lose your wallet, it doesn't have to be stolen. But if you lose your wallet, you're like, Lord, just let me find it, because it's going to be such an inconvenience to go and get all this stuff again. To cancel all your cards, you got to wait for them to come in, and you got to, you can't move none of your money because now they're not going to accept none of your cards because everything got to be redone. You have all of these different things going on, right? So this is my mindset. I'm like, Lord, I know He's going to take the money, but please, Lord, whatever your will is, I just wish this didn't happen like this because it's like super annoying, right? But meanwhile, I'm still praising the Lord. Still glory, honor, the whole deal. Still taking care of what I need to take care of with the Lord. Right? Okay. I get a phone call. Phone call is, hey, they mailed your purse. I was like, excuse me? They said, yeah, your purse was mailed back here and everything is in it. I said, I know you lying. Y'all, I went and got my purse. I don't know if it was a good Samaritan and the thief just dropped the purse on the ground and somebody else picked it up. But y'all, I got my purse stolen on Monday, which was a holiday. It was MLK Day. So the post office was closed. On Tuesday, somebody took my purse and mailed it back, and I got the purse back on Wednesday. I need y'all to take that in for a second. Because you know I'm about to go there, right? This is why I've been building y'all up to the first thing, on Wednesday, everything right. You can do everything right and it can still go wrong, because I know I did what I was supposed to be doing, y'all. But all of that happened and I still ended up getting my wallet and my purse back. Now, mind you, they took my cash out. They took I had like a birthday, a Christmas gift. Super expensive perfume was stolen and a pair of glasses, whatever. Psh, who cares? You can get that replaced. But y'all, the thing that really blew my mind was that if I would have saw God as a villain, if I would have gotten angry at God instead of praising God when it was over, I may not have gotten my purse back. That's why I'm telling y'all, there are things that God may tell you to do, and it may not look like what you think. You will follow all of the instructions straight from the Holy Spirit, and then you'll feel like you run into a brick wall, and then you get angry at the wall like, this not God. But where does it say that that's not God? There's so many things that we blame on the enemy that is all orchestrated by God, because he is either trying to tear up that ego or get us to something, because like I told y'all before, he knew I was settling for some stuff. I was settling for a few things. He was like, you know what? I'm going to lead you by the Holy Spirit to go do this, because once you do this, even though I know you're not going to like the outcome, you are convinced that this is my best for you, and it is not. So you are going to have to go and do this so that you can see this is not good for you. And the first thing you want to think, oh, that's the devil. No, it's not. So you mean to tell me now I'm lukewarm and I don't have a consistent mind? I'm confused. Like, what is this? You know, that's why, again, you have to be careful about who you expressing and saying things to, because God can give you instructions and nobody else is going to have those instructions. So I knew for me, I was inside of the will of God, even that time of day where I was. There were so many moving parts. And the fact that when my purse came in and I texted my warriors, I was like, y'all not going to believe this. You want to know what 3 of the text was coming back? They said, I've been praying since it happened that by some miracle, your purse was returned to you. I don't know who needs to hear this. But today, this episode is called Return to You. It's multi-layered. Number 1, whatever is yours that is taken, and God says it's in your will to have it, number 1, it will return to you. Number 2, you need to make sure, even if you do everything right, even if when you look up and you see God, you're not sure how you feeling, but you know that you got to stay on the right side of right. Once you do those 2 things, you need to make sure that you return back to you. Go back to who you are, no matter the offense to you. Sometimes it might take you months to get back to that, but you always have to return to you. And the final layer to this, I don't know who the person was that stole from me. I ended up seeing them on camera, and they had all of this stuff or whatever, and I was able to see who it was, but they never caught him. But because at some point I decided to bless those that curse me and to bless the thief who came to take from me, I knew what was going to end up being returned to me was goodness, because that's the seeds I wanted to sow. I'm not going to front and tell y'all I wasn't mad and super, super drove by what he did. I'm not even going to act like that's not how I felt. But it did not take me long to realize, Robin, whatever you put out, going to return to you. So that's the 3 things I want you to remember. That very situation where I could have lost it and said, God, this not you. Why you told me to come here? You told me to do this, this, and this. I had to check myself before I went there, because the old me by default would have went there. But that's not who I am today. And I could not let that be an excuse for weakness. I have to focus on greatness. And sometimes a part of that means dying to yourself. And you cannot allow yourself to get caught up in flights of fancy because you want things to be the way you want those things to be. So whoever is listening, you could be in a very same situation where you feel like all hope is lost. You feel like you got robbed, you got played, you got messed over. You feel like you did everything God told you to do. You still feel stupid. It blew up in your face. You do not know what God is doing. So pump your brakes, calm your nerves, and return back to you. When you return back to you, it's all going to start making sense. Throw out your clock. Throw out what you think God should be doing and how we should be doing it. Throw out whatever you thought it was supposed to add up to. Let God do the math. You don't need to do none of that anymore. You need to keep your focus on the fact that God is giving you an opportunity to see some of his greatest work in your life. Whatever this is that has you feeling like everything is run amok and is not what you think it should be, just know something. God is waiting on the end of it to get the ultimate glory. And as a result of him getting the glory, because you acquiesced and you bowed down to allow him to do it, even though it made you look stupid, even though you felt played, even though you didn't see a way out, you are going to be the one to get the blessings as a result of being used for giving him the glory. So no matter where you are, no matter what you are doing, I want to leave you with this. No matter what you do, always return to you. I'm wired to inspire. I hope you are too.
Thanks for listening to I'm Wired to Inspire podcast at I'mWiredToInspire.com. If you enjoyed the show, spread the word and be sure to hit the 5-star rating on iTunes. For more information on this podcast and inspirational products and services, log on to I'mWiredToInspire.com. And remember to live your authentic purpose. Thanks again, and see you next time.